Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Beside the wood, frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, a lyric poem by Robert Frost. And remember that what we're doing this week, Unit 2 in literary genres, is we're just taking a broad look at the three categories of genre: lyric poem, narrative, and drama. And what I'm asking you to do is consider the differences among these three genres by looking at the three examples in the reading that I gave you, Stopping by Woods, the short story The Gardener by Rudyard Kipling, and then finally that bit from Shakespeare's Hamlet, the dialogue, the conversation, if you will, between Polonius and Hamlet. I'm asking you to compare the three as a way of trying to determine what the differences might be among these three categories. What's the difference between a lyric poem and a short story, or a lyric poem and a drama? And I'm asking you in particular to look at the differences among the three kinds of speaker. Now, you just heard the speaker in a lyric poem because I read it for you, so that you just imagine me as the speaker of that poem, right? So how, and that would be an example of the speaker. And so how is that? How is what you heard me saying or heard me speaking different from what you hear somebody speaking in The Gardener, or somebody speaking in that exchange between Polonius and Hamlet? How would you define that? That's what we're doing this week. I don't pretend that it's easy. I'm asking you to go at it one-on-one by yourself, as it were. Talk about it with the other members of the group. And of course, I realize I'm asking you to go at it without giving you any kind of advanced definition or explanation, because that's what I want you to do. Test your own critical thinking, your analytical powers, and let's see what we can come up with about the differences among these three genres. So that's all for now. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in discussion.